Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here. It's Sunny from Palms of the Universe. I'm glad that you decided to meet me here. I am not a beginner when it comes to plants, but it's only been about a year and a half or two. The reason that I say I'm not a beginner is because I have repotted many of my plants. I've kept many of them alive for the last year and a half or two that I've been buying plants and healing them and letting them heal me. So today I'm going to be repotting my Monstera deliciosa, and look at this baby. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. A couple of the leaves do have some sun damage. I tried to sit her outside last summer and she didn't like that at all. These roots though. Let me tell you about these roots. So in my first apartment, I had her on the table with 4 other plants, and she was more so in the back, maybe like this. So I would see this when I would water her. Every time I'd water her, they do like water, they love water. So this is a plant that you'll be watering multiple times a week. It was months before I saw this, and let me tell you, it was a first for me ever seeing a plant grow like this. When I finally stumbled upon this, I was terrified. I thought something had attacked my plant. I thought that we were all gonna die, me and all my plants in my apartment. But it turns out that the Monsteras just grow like this. Oftentimes you will find Monsteras that you've had for 5 or 6 months and they are growing roots outside of the soil. It's not the only plant that does this, but I do just want to let you know, so if you do get one of these beautiful plants with these lovely leaves, that you do understand that at some point you have to deal with this. So I did some research and I did see that you can actually cut these down, but if you do that, they won't grow the same, and I want this baby to grow so much bigger than this. So I'm actually just gonna keep these roots with it. Like I said, it's got some sun damage, so I'm hoping that by keeping the roots with it, it will continue to repair itself, because this is a durable plant. At least in my experience, after the damage, so one thing about me is I'm not gonna give up on my plant babies, period. So once I came home and saw that she was damaged, I knew that I was not gonna give up on her. I knew that I was just gonna spend more time with her, keep her, continue watering her, and just monitoring how she's doing. She has recovered from the sun damage. I don't know what I'm gonna do about these 2 leaves that are damaged still, but she's still growing and she still has new growth. So I'm definitely not gonna give up on her. So let's get to the repotting. So for this, I will be using Better Home and Garden Natural and Organic Professional Container Mix. So the first thing that I'm going to do is fill this pot. She's going in a big pot, okay? She deserves a big pot. The first thing I'm gonna do is fill this pot. She's literally about this big all the way around, so she's just gonna take a nice spot right at the top. So I'm gonna really fill this pot, and I'm probably gonna have to get another bag of soil. I'm absolutely gonna have to get another bag of soil, guys. So I did notice that the soil some of it was in clumps. So I'm just gonna go through and make sure that it's all dirt and none of it is clumped up. And then one thing that you definitely wanna do is you wanna make sure that you're patting the soil. Pat it down. And yes, that will require you to use more soil than you want it, but it's for the health of the plant, for the health of the roots of the plants. And if you're unsure of where exactly you want to fill your pot to, a good thing to do would be to go ahead and take your plant out. All right, baby, are you ready? Oh, she is not ready. I don't have all the tips in the world. Oh, there we go, baby. There we go. Oh my God, look at these roots. Look at them. Monsteras take over any pot that you put them in. Understand that it's not only gonna take over that pot, it's gonna take over your life. Tell me it ain't worth it. Tell me it ain't worth it. This is so beautiful. Honestly, I did not know that this was what I was gonna find. This baby needed to be repotted. I've just been scared because I didn't know what to do about her roots. But like I was saying, if you don't know where you want to fill soil to, I always like to take the plant out and actually, I'm only going to put a little more soil in here because the place where the roots are coming out, because I'm not cutting the roots, but the place where the roots are coming out is actually about level with the pot. So I'm only going to put a little, I'm actually going to just go ahead and sit her there. And I'm going to start to fill in soil with another bag. I'll be right back. And I'm back. So, you guys, I forgot to bring scissors down here. My makeup vanity is behind me where I do keep razors for my brows. I am going to use this, my razor, one of my razors, to open the bag. And what I'm going to do now is to just, I'm going to use my shovel and I know you can barely see me back here, but I am back here. And I'm just gonna start adding soil. Now this is gonna take me a minute, so bear with me. Okay, so I'm not feeling this method, guys. I'm not feeling this method. So what I'm actually going to do is this. I'm just going to pour the soil. I'm actually going to get as much in there as I can for now. And I'm going to go in there, spread out the soil, make sure there's no clumps, and then I'm just gonna press it, just pack it in. I'm gonna pack it in. You wanna make sure that your baby is standing straight up in the pot. Another thing about these Monstera, guys, so you can see this one that I bought actually came with a stick in there because they like to climb. Monsteras are climbers. They grow up and they like to climb whatever it is that they can. So in order to direct that, I've got some that are kind of, you are going to have the leaves, the stems that go to the side, and of course, this is how they grow. So in order to enhance that, a lot of the times you'll see little sticks stuck down in there. I don't have one right now. I'll add that tomorrow and update you guys. But so for now, I'm just gonna leave the stick that it came with. And I'm gonna pour more soil in there. Yes. Hella soil. All right. We are getting somewhere. I need those roots completely covered, and I'll show you guys when I'm done how it looks. Oh baby, I know you're happy. I know you're happy. Oh, I can feel it. A little timid, a little. So we've got those roots in there. I've never repotted a plant with roots like this before, but I do know that I want to make sure that they're completely covered. So we'll definitely gonna put some more soil in here. And like one thing is you don't want to fill soil all the way to the top. So when you repot a new plant or you put more soil in a pot with a plant that you already have, if it's not being repotted or uppotted, you want to make sure that the soil is not all the way at the top of the pot, because when you go to water it, that's loose soil. That's not soil that has bonded together yet. So as you water it, it's literally going to spill soil all over the outside of your plant. So I like to say about to this area. You'll see the same area on the inside, about to that little ledge, not at the top of the pot, but right below the little rim, the bottom part. That's a good fill line. Unless you have something more specific that you're wanting to do, like me, I'm covering up these. My intention is to really cover up these roots. So yeah, I'm gonna need a stick in there. Okay, and at this point, I think it's safe to go ahead and start using my shovel. Won't be too time consuming. Still got some roots that are showing here. And then of course, after this first water that she's about to get in her new pot, the soil at the top is going to readjust itself, I guess you could say. So even after patting it down and covering the roots, the soil is still going to be loose. I'd say the first month or so, the soil will still be loose. If not, just a couple of weeks, you'll start to see when it's bonded. This girl had roots growing out her ass, okay? I mean, I think there's even more roots that I hadn't noticed beforehand. And listen, I know it's a little difficult to see me because she is a show stealer. She's taking my light right now, but any plant mama wouldn't mind, and I definitely don't. So, oh my goodness, she's got some roots that are pretty high up, but this is not a mission that I cannot handle, okay? And if it's something that you find yourself coming in contact with, you can handle it. Crazy roots. Don't you have crazy roots? I love to look at plants as our counterparts. You know, when I started buying plants, I think it was intuitive that I needed something bigger than me, something more than me, something with unbiased energy to help me heal. Something that I could pour into that would pour back into me. And let me tell you, when I got these plants, when I started buying plants, that's literally what happened. They've helped me so much. As I've become more sensitive to energy, I've become more sensitive to my plants' energies and their needs too. My plants are so forgiving, they're so gentle, they're quiet, but they know me. They know me, they accept me, and they love me. And everything I give to them, they transmute it. They transmute it and they give it back tenfold. So when I sit with them and I water them and I nurture them, I get that same energy back when I need it without even having to ask, because I've already put the time and energy into them and they just give it right back. If you're watching this, then I don't have to feel like a crazy plant lady, but if you know, you know. Plants really will change your life, change the energy in your home, change your energy, change the way you see the world. Because once you change the way you see nature and you realize that we are one with nature, we are nature, once you do that, everything changes. Everything changes. You literally, I mean, day to day, seeing trees and flowers and stopping and giving them time, and you really see that nature was put here for us to utilize, not for us to ruin her, to take advantage and to steal and pillage the way that we do. But I won't go off into a tangent on how we ruin Mother Earth. I will just focus on what I'm doing and what we're doing to better that, to combat that. The earth may be taken advantage of, and the natural blessings and healing energy may be taken advantage of and being distorted. But every time you put a loving thought, every time you water your plant, every time you stop and you touch a tree, or you stop and you just admire nature for what it is, you combat that. We combat that, and we are changing the world, and we are making the world a better place. And I'm actually going to give her a few seconds of some Reiki. Ooh, they're already warm. I believe that uppotting, repotting can be traumatic and scary. Imagine living in one place until you're about 8 years old, knowing the same people, experiencing the same things, and then all of a sudden you're taken from that place and put into a much bigger city where you don't know anything or anyone. You don't know how to fill this space. You don't know how to be in this space. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I really think that it scares them when we replant them, when we repot them and we take them out of the only home they've ever known. I believe it's scary and it can be traumatic, just like it is for us. So I like to sit with them for a few minutes and to just... I'm pouring back into her. I'm pouring back into her because she deserves it, and she deserves to be repotted. Fill this space. Grow, glow, shine, and be in this space. This is your space. It is your new space. You have so much more room to just grow and be who you are, baby. And I support that journey 100%. I love you. I talk sweet, sweet, sweet love to my babies, and they give it back to me. When I need that, they're gonna give it right back to me. All right, guys. All right, so that was me repotting my Monstera deliciosa. And let's go ahead and get her in the full picture, because now, oh, who's that girl? La 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 la. She's that girl. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me repot my plant. I also really, more than anything, hope that when you're needing to repot a Monstera deliciosa, that this video helps you. All right, guys, that's all that I've got for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you and your plants are doing wonderful. If you have any questions, I will try to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my experience, to the best of my research, to assist you in all of your plant needs. Like I said, it's only been about 1.5 years or 2, but I know what I'm doing because they're all still flourishing and living. So you guys have a great night, great rising, great day, great weekend, whatever time, whatever space you're in when you watch this video. Be blessed. I love you so much, and thank you so much for supporting Thank you so much for supporting Palms of the Universe. I will have many more videos with so much different content coming at you guys real soon, and a website very soon. Until then, book a Reiki session with me, book a reading with me. Let's cleanse and clear those auras. Let's talk about it. Let's heal. I do just want to leave you guys with: be kind, be gentle, be compassionate with who? That's right, with yourself first. Why? So that you can give these things to other people without what? Giving from an empty well. That's right. All right, you guys. Peace, love, and motherfucking sunny things. Catch you later.